Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a great Monday? Yeah, Monday. Let's see, we need to change. Nope, not that. This. There we go. Don't want to mess up anybody's immersion. Alright, so we are on shifting again today. She's going to be out adventuring, which I hope is going to turn out very well. Hopefully. Let's see, we need to change. Nope, not that. Let me just refresh everything here. Go. Don't want to miss it. There we go. Okay. Whew. I hope everybody's having a great day, though. Now, of course, here in New Dakota, there has been a major changes. Hey, Dead Man, glad to see you. But yeah, in New Dakota, there has been a lot of changes with the spring update that's come out. It came out Saturday. I had planned on streaming, but it caused quite a bit of madness, and is anytime you have a major update come out, it's always going to seem weird, and of course us as humans do not like change. Even though we try to change everything, we don't like it when it does change. So there was a learning curve. There is a housing system now, an instant housing system in New Dakota, which is kind of the big buzz. You can actually buy houses, and just like in other games you may have played, more than one person can, quote, own this house. Now, you don't actually own the house or the outside, so none of this out here is actually owned. It's just the interior, and unless you're on the list for that particular person that owns their instance of the interior, you can't even get in. So it's really good. Now, of course, shifting here has no use for a house whatsoever. That is a settler thing. But I did have to bring her into Blackwater to get her clothes, because the entire clothing system was updated and revamped. Clothes do cost money. Some things cost gold, kind of just like in RDO Online. So before you paid $25, you get any outfit you wanted, any combination of anything together. But now everything costs money, and there's a few items that you can get with money or gold, and there's a few items you can only get with gold. Of course, we all know shifting has no use for anything expensive. She could care less as long as she's worried about functionality more than she is about looks. So her outfit literally only cost her like $200, if that. Like, for example, her pants were only like $18. The most expensive thing she's wearing is her medicine belt. That's it. That's the most expensive thing. And nothing she has on costs gold. So she's perfectly happy. And actually, they did do, like I said, do a huge revamp on the clothing system. So the pouch that I originally wanted her to have that actually clipped through her clothing is fixed. So she can now have her medicine belt, and her little pouch to store things in. So she's happy. And of course, trying to get in the light where I can see, because she's actually got her headband now that she originally had that I had to get rid of. So she is just as happy as she can be. She could care less about anything else. So that's why she's in Blackwater. That whole explanation was to explain why she would even be near Blackwater, because that was the nearest clothing store to where she was at. So she is going to go do what she always does. She's going to go herbing and testing out all of that. So let's go ahead and turn on her herbing. There it is. Yeah, but the spring update that came out Saturday, 2:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, was huge. I mean, you would think, like, in one, just adding the houses, because there are houses all over the county that you can purchase the interiors and live in. And they have no item limit. Like a camp, a camp, if you remember whenever Shifting got her camp, she could only have 5 items. Well, if you purchase the interior of a house to live in, the item count is unlimited. So yeah, you can put a lot, there is no limit to how much stuff you can put inside your house and live and decorate, which I know Creeper last night spent about 3 hours decorating 1 bedroom, and she's not even done. So yeah, and if y'all have ever seen any of my like art tutorials or anything like that, y'all know I love building. I adore building. Building is like so relaxing. Some people get mad at it. It's relaxing to me. So, but anyway. Okay, horse is injured. That's to be expected. If you ride up on your horse and go into a house without fleeing your horse gets injured. So you have to flee your horse before you go in. Which makes perfect sense. I mean, if you leave a horse outside of your house and there could be a wagon come by. You never know, a coyote, a wolf, a bear. In Blackwater? Yeah, sure, why not? A bear. So right now I am passing up a lot of, hey, Hans, how you doing? Because I want to get her horse. I've got to get her reset back to where she was whenever she first went to sleep. So I am passing up a lot of that. But if y'all remember from the last time Shifting was awake, she has a new horse. Because there's Runs Wind, that's her faithful best friend. But she also has Stand Strong in Moonlight, which is her new horse. And I want to thank the community for naming this horse. So yeah, the community named that horse. I took everyone's suggestion, put it together into one name. And if I can get it out, yep, yeah, there we go. Of course, she hasn't bought any tack or anything whatsoever for the horse yet. Because we don't know if we're going to give it to the chief or not. But that is Stand Strong in Moonlight. You can kind of see where the name's fitting. Because all the little white spots look like stars in moonlight. So yeah, it's very fitting, very fitting. But now, there are plenty of people that are streaming right now, that are streaming all the changes to New Dakota. So we're not going to go through all of them on this particular stream, because Shifting herself would not be interested in any of that. All she's worried about is surviving and helping the tribe. Because she is a member of the Maoki tribe now. Greyhawk officially invited her, gave her a wigwam and teepee. So that is very, very good. Oh, there's some Tatanka. If I can hit one. Remember, she doesn't worry about killing everything. That's not her thing. She's not out here trying to mass slaughter. She just wants to get a little piece of the action, so to speak. So one Tatanka is more than enough for her. Unless they're still standing, then she might go after another one. Right into the racetrack. All right. Okay, well, that worked. Now, of course, tonight, Eastern Standard Time, 7 o'clock Central, Creeper will be right out there in the middle of that racetrack. That's where she is going to do her readings from now on. The one that she was doing in Blackwater at the docks. Because Blackwater had gotten so overpopulated, she moved her readings to out here. And we'll probably do them either like in this corner, one of the corners with the lights. So that way if it's nighttime, she can still do a reading. People can sit on the nice, comfortable grass. And it'll be kind of spooky. Because tonight she's going to be reading The Fall of the House of Usher, which takes about 45-50 minutes to read. Alright, so now, shifting here needs to head towards Emerald, of course. Right here. They've also introduced a new law criminal reputation system. So, if your reputation is not, if you haven't got your reputation up high enough, you cannot even rob other players. I like that. Ooh. Let's see if Hex is home. Scarecrow with a light bulb. Okay. Han, hello? Han? Hex, no home. But let us go do some herbing and hunting over at Emerald. Well, actually, we might not even make it to Emerald if this keeps up. Now, I know that was a bleed shot. And yes, I have practiced a little bit on shooting because I am terrible at it because my hands don't work correctly. So I have limitations. So I have kind of, like maybe 1% figured out how to do it a little bit better. And I don't know about y'all, but her riding bareback with just reins is actually kind of fitting for her. She definitely, whereas runs with wind in certain terrain would blend in at night. You couldn't really see runs with wind or her because she wears brown. This horse really sticks out. You definitely can see her coming. Which is a good thing because she's no longer scared, I get as scared of New Dakota. She's actually starting to put herself out there a little bit, doesn't mind being seen as much, which is a good thing. So joining the tribe gave her a little bit of confidence, I guess you would say. Definitely, this horse, as far as looks goes, I mean, don't get me wrong, she loves runs with wind because that's her best friend, but this horse is definitely a lot more out there, a lot prettier, especially with the spotted coat. But now she did give probably 3/4 of the stash of berries that she had, gave all of that to the tribe. So even though she's got food and water, she's technically out of supplies. So that definitely bothers her because she doesn't like to be out of anything. So we'll just have to wait and see how everything goes today. You know, she might run in, get a chance to meet some new people. More milkweed. So she's gonna have to go do the circuit around Emerald and down by Dewberry Creek for that milkweed. So let's see. Alright, well, coming up at Flatneck here. Ooh, she needs to check her inventory. Alright, she's got 2 packed arrows, so she's good. I wish they had like a back item, like a quiver, to go with the bow. That would be really cute. Or even a one that goes on the gun belt that hangs down. That would have been really cute. I can understand keeping bullets in your pouch, but that pouch is not big enough for the arrows. Yeah, there's no way those arrows fit in there. They do not make collapsible arrows. Yeah, see, since Emerald is her favorite hunting ground and herbing ground, joining the Maoki tribe put her literally all the way across the county from where she's used to. Oh, Indian tobacco. So she has to ride to her grounds that she knows are the most fertile. That's not saying there's not plenty of places by where she lives. There's tons and tons of herbs. But nobody showed them to her, so she doesn't know they're there. So she's always going to do what she's used to, what she knows. She is getting a little bit braver. I mean, like I said, she's riding a silver horse that stands out like nobody's business. She's talking to people now and conversing, but she's always going to fall back to her safety net, what she knows, and that's Emerald. Now, of course, as she develops, as she gets stronger, as she meets more people, as she gains more confidence, she learns, like the milkweed. A tribe mate told her where to find all that milkweed, so now she knows that. Like I said, playing my other characters, I have all that knowledge, so therefore those characters have all that knowledge. But with her, she's only going to do what she's taught by people in county. If somebody was to send her a pigeon, let's say Discordia or Discord, she still wouldn't know that because she didn't learn it in county. See, like one of my other characters just then would have tamed one of those horses and sold it. Does she have binoculars? Yeah. Yeah, that's a Kentucky Saddler. That's, about $20, for each horse. One of my other characters tamed it, rode right over to Dewberry, sold it, and got that money, went on about their business. Shifting has no desire for that. Money means nothing to her. So, that's a free animal. She's going to leave it that way. There's usually an ambush here, so I don't know why she's trotting through there. Okay. Did she get a bloodshot? She did get a bloodshot. Hey Alex, welcome to the stream. Oh, hey Timo, I didn't see you earlier. I'm sorry, Timo. Much love, Timo. No, she hasn't killed anyone yet. She's still innocent in that aspect. As her profession of being, maybe one day being a medicine woman, which is technically a doctor. But she won't ever become a doctor. She'll just, mix herbs, mix potions, things like that. She has a real inclination against taking another person's life unless there's no other way. If it's either they die or she dies, then she probably would. But luckily, she hasn't been in that situation. She's only been beat up once in Valentine and robbed. So luckily, that's her only experience with the negative side of things. Luckily, so far. But this is New Dakota. There could be anything happen. There could be she could be riding the Iron Horse again, which she thoroughly enjoyed. And it get robbed, and she has to kill somebody to save her own life. But like I've told many times, with her, I have not pre-planned anything other than her backstory, and that's it. I've never even thought about how she would act or anything. I'm letting all of that just happen as it happens. For all I know, somebody could rob the train and she have a flashback about the tribe that banished her, and it caused an anger in her, and she just go nuts, But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. She may cower in a corner and, scream and holler. That's one reason why I love the casual RP that's on the server. If an incident happens, it gives everyone a chance or an opportunity to at least react, and not like, oh, if this happens, I have to do this. If this happens, I have to do it. No. If this happens, how would you react? And of course, to play shifting, I do have to, kind of get myself in a certain mindset, like forgetting everything I know about DRB and only remember what she remembers, which is hard. For all we know, she may, stab somebody and then try to save their life. We don't know. That horse really does look good, though. But if she decides to keep it and not give it to the chief, she may have to change her outfit to kind of match it. Definitely gonna have to add some saddlebags though, so have it for storage. That was a horse face. You just, oh, I love the fact that the horses do that. They just will find a spot and start eating on their own. Oh, I definitely need to water my horse. As soon as I find a spot where I can. Come on. Really? This water's deep enough. Come here. There you go. No, you had it for a second. There you go. Yeah, go ahead and drink. I love that they added that in. That is so awesome. Alright, there we go. And we're just going to pull a knife out for no reason, because there might be something around. No, let me put that out. Oh, no, you don't. Come here. Oh, no, you don't. Y'all like to bite me. Where are you? Where'd you go? I keep missing it. Got you. I hate them freaking things. They run up and bite your toes. There we go. Yeah, the muskrats, if you're not watching and you get around them, they'll actually run up and bite you and then run off. But now, luckily, Little Shifting had done enough herbing and selling and marketing that even though she has no need for the settlers' money, she had plenty of it. So whenever it comes to, buying her outfit or getting anything, she doesn't have to worry. Of course, she's not a big spender anyway, so she doesn't go around, blowing her money on stuff just for looks. It's all necessity based. It's like she hasn't even bought a saddle or tack for Stand Strong in Moonlight, which is this horse's name. The community, like I said earlier, named that horse, which I think is very beautiful. But she has no concern for tack or anything. She's used to riding bareback. I mean, if anything, she might add a blanket and, some saddlebags. Maybe a bridle, but she's not really worried about it because the rope is working just fine. And that horse was tamed without a lasso or without another horse. She just snuck up to it, kept it calm, hopped on it, and tamed it. We're just doing our normal routine, going around and gathering herbs, doing a little bit of hunting. Gonna get a bleed shot. Yep. Oh, come on. Okay, it's gonna mess up because it's in the water, so I gotta use another arrow. Sorry. Oh, you coming to help too? Oh, okay. Okay, well you're gonna skin it? Alright, thank you. Sometimes your horses are a lot more friendly than they need to be. Oh, somebody got him a little camp right there again. Okay, so the horse went all the way over there. Oh, we're getting a little thirsty here. We'll have to make us up a big batch of berry juice today. It's a nice little camp. Okay, so they got the, what is it, the large standard tent, deluxe fireplace, a tanning rack, a couple of hay bales with a hitching post in it. Now, of course, I'm not gonna go in their tent. Got a bed, a little wooden chair, looks like a little cabinet with a lantern. That's a nice little spot. Yeah, even though the new housing system allows for unlimited items, sometimes less is more. And where do you think you're going? What did you see out there that you found interesting? There we go. And yes, and in certain areas, if you leave your horse unattended, it'll just wander off wherever it wants to. Oh, a person. Let's say hello. Han, hello?
Hello, there is a berry bush here if you need berries.
Yeah, me, a herbalist, me see bush.
But you can have them even if you are not a herbalist, so you pick them.
Oh, yes, yes, me have many friends who pick bushes around here.
Okay.
Yes, me teach people where bushes are. Oh, I guess they didn't want to RP. They must not like Native Americans. I'm kidding. Some people don't like the RP with shifting because she does speak broken English. And for some people that's hard to understand. I get that. That's why I don't push it. That's the one thing though about RP is because I do play shifting a specific way. I play all my characters in very specific ways. She's Native American, speaks Lakota, has been learning the settlers' language as she goes. So she speaks very broken English. And some people adore that. And, you know, y'all seen in the streams, she talks to a lot of people and they love talking to her and interacting. Other people, it's hard to understand because maybe they don't speak English that well either. So they prefer to just say hello and then, as they say, exit the scene. And you always got to be respectful of other people's RP. Because you never want to be the person that forces somebody into an RP scenario that they don't want to be in. Because then word gets out that you're that type of person and nobody wants to RP with you. And what's the point of playing on an RP server if you're not RPing? And trust me, I am by no means a great RPer. I consider myself still amateur because I've only been RPing or playing on this server RPing about 3 months now. And this is my first real RP type stuff other than, Dungeons and Dragons and Vampire the Masquerade. But even RPing that way is still completely different than RPing on a server. Because even in Vampire the Masquerade, that I played that for years back in college, you can stop right in the middle of a scenario, ask questions, kind of like hit a pause button, ask whatever questions you need to ask to clarify stuff, and then hit the play button again. Well, here you're constantly in RP. So yeah, it's definitely a little bit hard to adjust. Hopefully I've done all the scenarios I've ever been involved in. Hopefully I've done them justice. Okay, I know there's a bush out here somewhere. I thought there was. Oh, there it is. There we go. Well, we're gonna have a lot need to eat. Now, I have noticed that your water and health, or your water and your food, it seems like it's running out a little bit faster than it did before all the big updates, which is fine. I mean, you gotta think about it. 48 minutes of real world time is one full day in game. So technically you're supposed to eat 3 meals a day. So that means you would need to eat and drink at least 3 times a day, every 48 minutes. So it looks like it's matching more to real world standards, a little bit closer. Still giving a little bit of, hey, this is a game we're playing, so you don't have to make it like 100% realistic, because then you're just literally spending all your time eating and drinking and trying to get food and stuff, and you'd be broke or be tired of the game real quick. So we're going to do our little circuit, and we're going to include the milkweed, because that was a tribe request. So we got to make sure that we fulfill any request that the tribe has of us, because that's part of being a tribe member. Doesn't always mean that request has to come first. You just have to make sure you fulfill it. Unless, of course, the chief says, hey, we need this right now. You go out right then and get it, bring it back. Ooh, here. Okay, there's somebody's horse here. Are they here? Han? Hello? Hello? Oh, sorry, me no see you by horse.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Oh, Han, hello. Hope me not intrude.
No, of course not. I'm just waiting on my husband.
Oh, I'm picking herbs. I herbalist.
Oh, okay.
was riding by Sawhorse, would it be disrespectful not say hello?
Oh, yeah, you can say hello. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. Your camp you may not see before.
Yeah, we just bought it today, like an hour ago.
Oh, it's very good place for camp.
Yeah, we're very happy with it. We bought a large camp, but it was a bad location, so we picked it up, but we didn't know that it was gone. So now we're just having a small camp. But it's fine. This is a better location, so we're happy.
It's very good location. Yes, a government not give stuff back sometimes.
Yeah, I know we asked, but they didn't do it. But it's fine.
Yeah, me used to have camp by Iron Horse Cave on the other side of
Oh.
Jewel Ranch. Emerald Ranch, train
Oh, yeah.
tunnel.
Oh, that's nice. But you don't have it anymore?
And the Maoki tribe let me join tribe, so me moved to tribe land.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice too.
Sorry, manners. I shifting spirit.
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Wolfie.
Pleasure meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Me have get back gather herbs now.
Okay. Good luck.
Alright, Tatsaki. Sorry, I still learning settler language. Farewell.
Oh, farewell.
Aw. See, that's the kind of little RP sessions I love. Is they don't have to be long or drawn out. Just a meet and greet. How you doing? Why are you here? Introduction, and then I didn't take much time out of their day, so I love moments like that. And that helps shifting to learn and meet people. So she now knows a person named Wolfie that wears blue and has a black horse. And see, a lot of times, depending on what character I'm on, I'll meet people. It's the first time I've ever met them, or the first time my character's ever met them, and those instances don't have to be big RP. It's just a, hey, who are you? Hey, who are you? And going about your day, because that then sets up something later on that could happen. It's like, hey, I remember seeing you in Valentine, or I saw you in Blackwater the other day. Oh yeah, I remember you. You had the body on the back of your horse, which Creeper does a lot. And then that starts an entire conversation. So now for at least a little shifting, she's met somebody out here in Emerald because she knows Hex Kane. They're outside of Blackwater, so she always stops to check if she talked to him. She's met Wolfie here, so that's somebody, when she's out this way, she can always, hey, I want to check and see if Lady in Blue's home. And of course, last night when she had to go into Blackwater to get settler money out of the settler's box, she met Mr. Cooper, the cook that she sold berries to. So that was a fun little, hey, how you doing, catch-up thing. That was right before she had to get her clothes because she was kind of naked. And it was also a good opportunity because Wolfie, like she said, was just sitting there waiting on her husband, not doing anything. So it gave Shifting a chance to talk to her without my character interrupting a RP scenario that was already going on. That is a thing that you have to watch out for is there may be an entire scenario going on that you're not, because you haven't been around, you don't know about, and you just walk up and insert yourself into it. That's not a good thing, because you may ruin what they had going. You may change the whole direction of it. So you gotta be careful with that. And for me personally, what I do with my characters is I'll ride up or ride by and just say hello, because Creeper does that to everybody. And if they're like, "Oh, hey, Creeper, how are you doing?" and they step forward or they'll walk towards your character, that means, hey, they've accepted your initiation of the scene, or they're inviting you into it. Well, then you can start carrying on. But if they're like, "Hey, Creeper, how you doing?" So, like I was saying, I was talking to, that lets you know, hey, they're into something. Just keep right on riding. Common courtesy, of course. Okay, I think we've gathered all the herbs here, so we can start heading down to Dewberry. Actually, let me check these right over here. We got that one. Oh, here's one we missed. That means we missed the one right over there. Yeah, the other day, Creeper actually had a great little interaction with a law officer in Valentine. She had lunch on the back of her horse, a dead local, which that's her lunch. And believe it or not, that is actually a crime. Now, if she had had the dead local to take to the graveyard, that's fine. But she made it abundantly clear that was her lunch, and she was going to eat the local, which is desecration of a corpse, which is illegal. So, unfortunately, she had a lot of dust in her throat. The law officer called out, she was in the bank. Law officer called out, whose horse is this with the body on it? She was trying to answer. Of course, her throat was very dry. Voice box was messed up. So I had to, while I was resetting that, the law officer jumps on her horse with the body and starts riding off towards the graveyard, which is what he was Now, taking the body to the graveyard is exactly what he's supposed to do. Taking her horse, however, was horse theft. So she finally gets the dirt out of her throat, blah, 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 blah. And comes out and whistles for her horse, which brings the horse, the law officer, and the body back to her. And she's like, "Hey, you're taking my lunch." And he's like, "What do you mean?" He had not met Creeper. So she's like, "That's my lunch on my horse that you're stealing." And now I kept it playful, because it was just funny. But he's like, "You mean the body?" She's like, "Yeah, my lunch." And he's like, "You can't do that." And other officers she had talked to just finally gave up trying to explain it to her and said, "You know what? Just don't do it in town. You can only make sure you're not killing the locals yourself." She's like, "No, I only find the dead ones and I eat them. And I only eat the heart because I like sharing." Usually by that time, most people don't want to be around her. But this law officer stood his ground, and his character looks like Sam Elliott, which I adore. I think it's the greatest thing ever. And so he explains to her that eating the heart of a corpse is illegal. It's desecration of a corpse. It is something she can be arrested for. At which point she goes, "Well, aren't you sitting on my horse and riding off with it? Ain't that horse theft?" And he's like, "Okay, fair point." So he got off the horse and took the body off and took it to the graveyard. Exactly what he's supposed to do. She didn't arrest her, which he could have. Just kind of let her go with it. And then she proceeds to ride around Valentine. Every time somebody go to talk to the law, she's like, "Be careful talking to them. They'll steal your lunch. Lunch stealers. Next thing you know, they'll want your lunch money." And it was just funny. I only did it like 3 or 4 times because I didn't want to, aggravate anybody, but it was just hilarious. And sometimes you just have to have fun like that, but know when not to push it too far because she could have went to jail. That was desecration of a corpse, which is a felony. She could have went to Sisika for that. All because she wanted lunch. All right, so, okay, we've got all the herbs around here. So let's ride down. Now, she remembers the instructions that she was given by her tribe mate. Follow the riverbed to Dewberry Creek. So that's what she's going to do. So here's the creek bed. Now, of course, if y'all have any questions about, Shifting Spirit, New Dakota, or any of the other characters I play, feel free to ask. I do not mind answering questions as long as it doesn't give away, you're not asking questions that's going to give away a plot point of a storyline that one of my characters is involved in, because that I keep to myself. Especially about Creeper. Which Creeper will be, like I said, reading The Fall of the House of Usher at 8 p.m. Eastern Time at the racetrack tonight. And, of course, I stream her on Twitch, the other platform. But I'm probably going to start streaming her life a lot more. Because there's certain story arcs that we were protecting that no longer have to be protected. They've reached a point to where the secret's already out, so to speak. So I can actually stream her life a lot more. Oh, and that camp is still there. That is I love the placement of that camp right there. Because it's right in this little nook, which makes it perfect. We're going to announce ourselves. Han? Hello? Han? Okay. Well, it would be really hard to eat from the chuck wagon. Because, unless, wait a minute, do they have it set up with the tent? Oh, okay. See, they got the tent up against it on this side with the table, so you can. Oh, okay, I like that. Then you got these tents over here. Of course, there's no light over here, so at night it'd be you wouldn't be able to tell if somebody was standing in there or not. But I guess it helps us sleep better. I got the little chairs around the fire here. I like that with the big eagle chair. Okay, and. Oh, they used this tent and put all their workbenches and stuff on inside the tent with a little bed. Okay. All right, we'll ride on before they come back. Don't want to get in trouble for trespassing in someone's camp. Oh, actually, that's a good question, Rocket. Yes. Now, of course, the religious factions, because you have to be very careful not to cross certain lines. There is a cult of grace, which is I guess you say a bad cult, as terminology would go. And then there's another, it's not a cult, it's called a gathering. So it's kind of on the good side. So there is kind of a good and bad to both of it. But as far as, there's one, I know one lady, she plays a nun that rides a donkey. A gunslinging nun, no less, that rides a donkey, which is freaking hilarious. But she doesn't discuss the religious portion of her character. She keeps that kind of secretive, because you don't want to offend anybody that might have different viewpoints on that particular subject, and get banned. So any discussions of religion are kept out of the character. So, but yeah, there are religious factions. I don't know if that's her name or not. I've only seen her. I haven't actually had a chance to interact or speak with her, so I don't know the character's name. Although that would be freaking hilarious. I know there's a guy named Mr. Bajil that Creeper is, for some odd reason, is friends with. He's running for president. Now there is no actual position. No, there is no president in DRB. But and everybody knows this, and his character before all of it started made it completely clear he understood that there is no actual position, blah blah blah. But he's still a politician running for presidency, and he has an assistant and they just walk around, trying to get people to vote for him and donate to the campaign fund, and that's his character. He's not breaking any rules. He's not doing anything wrong. The character is, I love that character to death. And he's like, well, do you have any complaints about the county that I could bring up during my presidency? So he's taking suggestions, plays the character beautifully. Name is Bajil. I love that character to death. So yeah, as far as all the different kinds of characters you can make, if you can think it up and keep it within the rules, you can play that character. Of course, there's nothing supernatural exists in the DRB. So if it falls under supernatural category, it does not exist. And you cannot RP that. So yeah, you got to keep that out of it. Like your character cannot be possessed by some kind of spirit or something. So like Creeper's schizophrenic, so she hears voices. And that's how I play that. Only she can hear them, nobody else can. And only she can see them, and nobody else can. So I RP every once in a while that she turns around and carries on a conversation with nobody. There's nothing there. But she's having a full-blown argument with somebody. And that's her voices. But now if I said that she's possessed by spirits, that's supernatural. So that's not allowed. But it's still freaking funny. Especially whenever one of her voices wants to kill the person she's talking to, but the other, ever how many don't. And for no reason, she just points at thin air and goes, I'm not hurting them. We talked about this. And she turns around to carry on the conversation, and they're gone. They're just, nope, I'm out. Or the fact that Creeper talks to her horse. Okay, was that all of the milkweed around here? I believe so. Oh, there's a little camp up here. Now, this is somebody that's just got a little bitty spot. They probably set up a little camp right here as a little, since they have the tanning rack. They probably do a lot of hunting around here, and then they tan all the hides here. And they may be a member of a bigger camp somewhere, or this may be they may just be starting out, and this is their little start-out camp. Kind of reminds me of Shifting when she lived by the tree. She had that same little lean-to. Alright, well, we gathered up all the milkweed here. Let's see if there's any more on down the creek here. I heard a muskrat. There, now I can see. See, I've been waiting to run into somebody that is playing the Pale Rider, or that type of character, because that would be a good character, or a version not actually playing Pale Rider from the Clint Eastwood movie, Gunslinging Preacher. Because if you've done it correctly, you could play that character without having any religion involved. You might quote a verse or something, you know, but not like force it down somebody's throat. Like when you kill somebody, it's like, you know, rest your soul or whatever. I don't know. So that would be a good character. Right now there is a gang in the county that is phenomenal. Besides the family, of course, because Creeper's part of the family. But they're called the Crowns. And all of the people in it are named after suits and face cards of deck of cards. It's like a deck of cards. And Creeper loves them to death. That's a fox. Of course, the black or red sash black collars are still around. Weasel still runs Saint Denis. Of course, with the new rep system, everybody is having to, I hate to use the terminology, but everybody's having to grind the rep out so that they can get back to doing, like, bank jobs or player robberies or stuff like that. Because right now, with the new rep system, you can't even rob another player unless your rep is high enough. So if you even point your gun at somebody, it says your rep is too low to rob this person. So everybody's been grinding that out. Like, there is nothing for the law to have 150 or 200 petty crimes going on at the same time right now. Which, by the way, Creeper talked her way out of one of those yesterday because she had just woke up and actually she had been awake for a while. But she robbed the store clerk in Rhodes, walks out, and there's a law officer come running down the road. And it was a law officer that knew Creeper. And so he's like, Creeper, what are you doing? I was like, well, I just woke up from a nap, and I mean, my hands are not working, my arms not, I ain't even had coffee yet, and I was trying to get some from that store clerk, and you know how it is when you wake up and nothing's working. I was trying to show him that I needed some bullets for my gun, and he thought I was trying to stick him up, and because, you know, the mask and who I am, everybody just thinks I'm a criminal, and I was just trying to get some coffee and some bullets, and the officer's like, yeah, that's understandable, Creeper. It's fine. It's just we got the alert, you know, that somebody might have been, you know, trying to rob the store. So I didn't mean to rob. I even gave him his money back that he tried to hand to me. Told him, said, all I want is a cup of coffee. And he's like, well, there's some in the pot. And, you know, I got that. And then I come out, and then you come running up. And he's like, oh, okay, just be careful. You know, when you're waking up, don't be asking, you know, taking your gun out and stuff like that. You know, people will take it the wrong way. I was like, yeah, I understand. And I walked away. So I got away with the crime scot-free. Oh, that was a good shot. One hit. See, I told you I got about 1% better at shooting. And that's one thing I like about the law for the majority here in the county is they don't the law doesn't like the power play. He knew flat out that I had walked in, stuck my gun to in the face of the shop owner, robbed him, got the rep, and walked out. He knew 100% that's exactly what happened. But where's the RP in that? Remember, this is an RP server. It's not about power gaming or stream sniping, or it's all about having fun and telling a good story. And if you give a law officer a good enough story, they will, you know, I wouldn't say play along, but they'll go, okay, if that's the story, what's my part in it? And they will RP their part out with the story. And, you know, that can turn a 5-second you're arrested interaction into a 5-10 minute dialogue of bantering and storytelling back and forth. And then it comes down not to who's the strongest or the most powerful, it's who told the best story in the scenario. Because Creeper has talked her way out of stuff that blatantly she should be in Cisco for. But she talked her way out of it. And as long as, usually RP comes down to, can you answer the question of why? And if you answer that in a good enough way, then your why has to be the truth. And I'm not seeing any animals or stuff here. You know what? Let's go see if any of the tribe is home. And also give us a chance to make up berry juice. We're gonna ride by Cattail Pond here. Uh-oh. Somebody ride by? Oh yeah, they did. We'll go by Cattail Pond and see if that couple is there. Now again, we know they're not a couple. That was just two people that live in the same camp that were out herping together. Shifting knows they're technically not a couple, but to her that's a couple of people. She just forgets the word of, so that's a couple people. Or that's a couple. So sometimes when she talks, she gives people the wrong impression of stuff she knows because she doesn't use all the words in the sentence. We're definitely going to stay out of Valentine, because the last time she was there, she got beat up and robbed. Of course, we all know, me no like Valentine is bad place. Horse have no rider. Horse go by self. Must be spirit horse. Who knows, maybe some of the tribe will be awake, or even the chief, and she can offer the chief the horse that she got. Definitely have to pick herbs along the way. Horse is also very dirty. That happens every time you get around Valentine or roads. Around roads, everything will turn red. Valentine, it turns... We're just going to say turns brown. It's a different color, but we're going to call it brown. Let's see here. Much better. Yeah, and in the sunlight, man, that horse is bright. To be quite honest, I hope the chief doesn't want the horse, because it's a really freaking pretty horse. It's gonna hit us in the back. Nope, it actually stopped. Yeah, and now the best robbing gang I've ever seen was actually 3 people. And they were the singing bandits. And I've only met them once. I don't know if they lasted long or what. But they were the singing bandits. And they would ride up, offer to sing you a song, and then rob you while singing the song. Well, one of them would rob you, because it's illegal for all 3 people to rob the same person in the same scenario. Okay, now I have to stop right here. There we go. That was a really good picture. That was a really good picture. There we go. Got a couple of them. That was pretty. Yeah, RDR definitely, or RDR2 definitely has some of the best graphics. And I've even got my graphics turned down, because between, running the game, streaming, and other stuff that runs in the background, my system just couldn't take the graphics at, everything at maximum. But I have seen pictures of everything at maximum on a super high-end PC, and you almost can't tell it from, movie cinematic. And RDR definitely has some definitely pretty terrain, pretty, scenery. Definitely has a wrong turn that I took, because I missed my turn. There we go. Like that right there looks like a Bob Ross painting. Because there's a couple of happy little trees. Aw, I try. I love Shifting's one of the few characters that I get to go exploring, because she's casually played. I don't run her hard. Oh, there we go. Look at that. See if I can get turned around. There you go. And then we do this right here. Alright, be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, anyway, here we go. Oh yeah, and that's, that, the reason is because of streaming. I stream in 720, just because it doesn't put as much pressure on my system. I'm sure if I turned the graphics down a little bit more and then I could stream in 1080i, it would be a lot better. Okay, sorry, I had a phone call I had to take care of, and I am about to have thirst. That was the wrong command. Turn my HUD back on. Oh, we're going to go right down here. We'll just keep riding on and we'll get us a drink at that lake. But yeah, that was a pretty picture. Because their camp is right over there, actually. Of course, we're going to drink out of the stream because it's moving. And it's better to, as far as drinking water, it's always better to drink from a body of water. You get more out of it than drinking a bottle of water, because it takes like 3 or 4 bottles of water. There we go. Yeah, and there's one location up that's just gorgeous. Way up here at Brandywine Drop, the Donner Falls. This is beautiful right here. It's simply beautiful. And then Brandywine Drop right here. This is supposed to be Niagara Falls. Oh, it is streaming? Oh, okay. Good deal. Well, That may be why it messes up a little bit, but it's still okay. Alright, well, let's see if any of them are home. I don't think they are because of the time schedule, but it never hurts to check. I noticed the 2 teepees are gone, so they've had some camp members move in and out. Han, hello? No one home. Okay, well, let's head on over to see if any of the tribe is home. Come on. All the way down there. That one tree, that always gets me, that one tree up there by itself. Just a happy little tree on a rock. You know what? I wonder if I can get that to work. There we go. I have to rest my hand for just a second. Yeah, I hope if they ever make a Red Dead 3, it has just as good of graphics as this, if not better, of course, but at least just as good as this. Because I know for the, like for just the horses, they actually had one horse, a real horse, that they did motion capture and used that one horse for all of the horse movements in the game. So every time you see a horse do something, that was a real horse that actually did that, and they captured it. Of course, all the trees that have been affected by the fungus that went around the county, and that's from story mode, actually. There's actually a newspaper article about the fungus killing trees in story mode. Ooh. And that, of course, you see evident throughout the county in certain places. Let's see, they're right through here. Oh, somebody talked to you? That's a Native American. Han, hello?
Hello?
Hi, you native like me?
No, I'm not.
So,
I'm from Sweden.
oh, doggone was both, sorry.
Oh, no worries.
I'm Shifting Spirit.
Hello, Shifting Spirit. I'm Delia Robert.
What is settler word? It's pleasure meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too.
Me not hinder, me go.
I'm sorry, what?
Sorry, me still learn settler language. Me sorry to disturb.
Oh, no worries, you're doing really fine.
Me go has to find tribe.
Yeah.
Alright,
Do you know where they are?
yes, a part of Maoki tribe.
Oh,
Basin. Aurora Basin.
Aurora. I have never heard of them, to be honest.
A tribe land from Manzanita Post to land border.
Yeah, I never. I kind of came back from a longer break. I went back to my family and then I just came back here, so it can just be a new thing, maybe.
Yes, Maoki tribe, kind of new, very big, very helpful people.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Maybe I will meet them someday.
Oh, yes, but if ever hunting around Manzanita, no kill black bear is sacred.
Okay.
They usually run anyway. but definitely kill grizzly. They not nice.
Oh yeah, I have met them before.
Yeah, grizzlies, they no like no one.
Oh, that's just. Yeah. They're cute though. That is. They're really.
They cute when not trying to eat face.
Exactly. I don't know how many times I had to run away from them when I didn't have a weapon or anything.
Yes,
It's,
me have run hide many times.
Yep.
You be careful.
Yeah, I will. You're gonna be careful too, okay?
Okay, Takaki. Sorry. Farewell.
Yeah, you too. Have a good day.
You too. That was a good little interaction. I like that one. I could have swore that gun she had on her back, I thought for sure that was a bow. So that's why I wrote it. It's like, you native? She's like, nope, I'm Swedish. I'm like, and see, of course, Shifting had no idea what Swedish meant, so she just like, okay. But she did do her tribal duty. She warned them, told them where, the tribe land was. But if you come over there, don't shoot the black bears. They're sacred. Let's see here. Oh, this way. Oh, there's another fungus tree. You can usually tell the dead trees from the fungus because the limbs are droopy. And they kind of all look about the same, like that one right there. Those two, actually. And of course, up above Strawberry, there's an entire forest that got took out by the fungus. Why does it say go the other way when it said go this way? Oh, because I missed my turn. There we go. A little bit of logins going on here. Actually, a lot of logins going on here. That would be the settlers building homes. We need to eat something, so let's pull off the road here. And this is the stables here at Strawberry. So yeah, all in all, Shifting had a pretty good little day. Han.
Hello there.
Hello.
You okay?
Yeah, me good. Just heading to home, Tribeland.
Oh, that's all right. I'm in the Blackwater. Sorry, just head in the same direction, I guess.
Oh, it's good. Sometimes good not travel alone.
That's true. It's true. I think I remember you. I think we met before.
Me sell berries. Am herbalist.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, I think I met you in Valentine near the Telegram.
Yes, me used to go Valentine, not go anymore. Got beat up.
You got beat up.
Was trying by arrow in gun shop, and 2 men come in, beat up and rob.
Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, Valentine is not a very safe place
Yeah,
as of present.
yeah.
It's
Me
very not.
not
I
go
mean,
there no more.
Blackwater is not the best for it. I mean, but there seems to be a lot more lawmen in Blackwater. So there's nothing much I can do. I work out there as a doctor. So
Oh, me studying with tribe might become medicine woman.
oh yeah.
Me,
Hey, what tribe are you with?
me part of the Maoki tribe.
Now,
Chief Greyhawk is chief.
oh, Chief. Yes, yeah. I thought there was a. I always forget the name of that tribe. I call it something else. I call it the Miwok tribe. That's what I call it.
Yes, me had to learn how to speak Cherokee to say right. Me speak Lakota.
All right. Okay. So how is it pronounced? Mikau?
The Maoki tribe.
Maoki.
Yes.
Maoki. Okay, Maoki tribe. I have to remember that because I keep on mispronouncing it.
Me not entirely sure. Me not mispronouncing too.
Now, if I see Greyhawk again, I might have to double check with him. But
Yeah, it's a different language than me used to.
well, if you want to ride with me, I can keep you company until we depart.
Sounds good.
Can you remind me of your name? Because I seem to forget it.
Me shifting spirit.
Shifting Spirit. I like that. That's very pretty.
Hey.
I'm Dr. Jack Winchester.
Winchester, you named by gun?
Something like that. Yeah, I think must be some kind of relative or some such, but
It
I think
makes
the
sense.
gun is named after the man, not the other way around, if you get what I mean. Because he created the gun.
Oh, so gun get named that men have.
Yeah, that's kind of how inventions work. They're kind of named by the person who makes them, and sometimes they're named after the fella who makes them.
Me understand.
Yeah, it can be pretty tricky because sometimes they may make the thing, but they're not naming it after themselves, so they'll give it like a silly name.
And how know who make?
Sometimes they have like little initials on there, so you can tell that they did that. Because have you ever seen a painting before?
Painting. Yes, I've done paintings before. Yes.
Oh, you have? Have you ever signed your name at the bottom of the painting to say that it's yours?
No. I paint with sand and stone, and when nature no longer want nature
I see. Well, some folk, they use colors. They use special inks with dyes to make very pretty pictures.
Oh,
And,
like when dye symbols on fabric.
yeah, very similar to that, but instead of different fabrics, well, I think they use one type of fabric called a canvas. I'm not really sure what it is made out of, but they use brushes to paint strokes onto the canvas, and the shapes end up becoming pictures like trees and mountains and stuff.
Oh, me understand. Have done similar on deer hide for canoes and clothing.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's right. Well, sometimes these fella they like to sign their names at the bottom of the canvas to say that they are the ones who made it. So if someone makes something but doesn't name it after themselves, that's how you know that they did it because they signed it.
Moment, must go ahead.
Are you okay? All right.
Sorry, head fog, ears ringing.
That's all right. It's okay. It happens to everybody.
So they make pictures and sign so people know they make picture?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so the next time you make a little drawing or a painting on deer hide or canoe, you can add like a little picture or like your initials or something to show that that was you who did it.
So everyone know I make picture. Me
Exactly.
understand. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it is sometimes. No, don't. It's okay.
Me still learn settler language.
Yeah, it's a pretty tricky language to understand. I find, especially trying to learn it, because there's different letters that sound differently the way that you use them. Context it gets confusing as well.
It's very confusing. Me not used to words not for man and not for woman.
I'm not sure I quite understand that.
You if you talk like a man in native, he say how for hello. If you talk to lady, she say hun for hello.
Oh, okay. I see. So you have like a masculine and a feminine word. Okay.
Yes.
I understand that because the French they have that kind of thing as well.
Yes. Me still not fully understand I not know word non-masculine, non-feminine language.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that word is either.
But me try have learned a lot since been here. Me try talk most everybody.
Yeah, well, I think you speak it pretty well. Like obviously you're not fluent, but it's enough to understand what you're saying.
Yes, when me first arrived in county, me not know any settler language.
How long have you been in county?
I've been here 2 months.
Oh, right, okay, it's a long time. And to pick all this up for 2 months, that is a lot. That's quite impressive, actually.
Mother teach valuable skill. Learn more by listening than by talking.
Well, she isn't wrong there. I say there's 2 types of teaching. One is the theory, and one is the experience. So as you can get all the theory and pass all the theory that you want, that's like the ideas and stuff of it. But unless you actually hone that skill practically, like actually do it, then it's not really for you don't really know it that well, I think.
Me agree. Father teach wisdom. but Father teach knowledge, and say as you experience life, knowledge become wisdom.
That's right. Yeah, that's a. To be fair, that is a beautiful way of putting it than when I said mine. Mine was too wordy. You summed it up perfectly.
You were fine. Yes, me have lots of knowledge, but me only 19, so not much wisdom.
No, you're 19.
Yes, old tribe make leave, so was old enough to marry, so me must leave.
Why did you have to leave because you're old enough to marry?
Father arranged marriage with son of chief, and me not want marry son of chief. He not nice man. Me refused marriage and was banished.
I say, I'm sorry to hear that. That's rough. I hate to hear family fall apart.
When first happened, me was sad, but then now that me was Maoki tribe, me realize would rather be alone and happy than surrounded by everyone and sad.
I agree, but I'm hearing some wolves, so we might need to book it real soon if they come out.
Wolves around here a lot. They usually stay in mountains and howl.
Well, let's hope you're right. You probably know this area better than I do, so.
Yes, since me live here.
Exactly.
But might not be safe here for settler. This is Maoki land.
Well, I have been around here before. I am a doctor, so.
Okay, just want to make sure.
I have met Greyhawk several times, and I have been here. I know Tenanto, and I know Ayana, and I know Moses.
Oh, okay, then it's safe. Just wanted to make sure.
It's alright. They know who I am. Yeah, I've actually stayed out here in one of Tenanto's camps once.
Yes, me like land very much. It's quiet, peaceful, and calm.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, the only fear I have out here is grizzly.
Yeah, grizzlies. Yeah, that's what I got my Carcano for. Usually when I'm out picking up a call. Sometimes, especially if it's out here or up in like the Grizzlies or Big Valley, people usually gut down by grizzlies. So
me have been me chased by grizzly once. Had to hide under log.
Oh my, yeah, no, I have had to run away from a grizzly before as well.
Most people are scared of black bear, but black bear's sacred. It no hurt people unless you make it.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah, I always see a black bear and it usually just runs off. So I'm like, well, it clearly ain't as aggressive as the grizzlies are.
The grizzly, like native, only want to live in peace and harmony with land, not hurt land.
Yeah, I get that.
But grizzly won't hurt everybody.
That is true. So I like call the grizzly because the grizzly,
Yes, it's very yes.
Grr.
Why? If may ask, why horse have horns?
Oh well, this horse here is Tony Chomper. and he's based off of a reindeer in a book that I read. So I just thought I'd give him some horns to make him look a bit more like a reindeer.
Why deer fall from sky?
Oh, not like so the rain in the reindeer is it refers to his antlers, I believe.
His antlers fall from sky?
I don't think anything falls from the sky. I think they just have antlers, and they're referred to as rains. It's not rain as in R-A-I-N. It's rain as in R-E-I-N. It's a different kind of rain.
Oh, like a horse bridle.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, me understand. Is things like I hold in hand for horse.
That's right, yeah, because some folk do actually ride these types of deer, so I think the rain might even come from the reins that they're on the brittle. You might be right there.
Oh, me understand now. Is what did Robotnik's tell? Is like handle.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Did you say Robotnik?
Yes, he take me on train ride to Saint Denis one night.
I'm trying to think. I've seen his name before, but I'm trying to think if I met the fella, but I don't think I have.
His name Dr. Robotnik. He train engineer and have a he take me home one night.
Yeah.
All
right. Well,
the tribe-land is just ahead.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, oh, we got somebody here.
I don't know if tribe here.
What is that?
Han. Hello, Han. Maybe tribe not close enough to hear.
Maybe. You wanna? Shall I go a bit forward with you?
You know, not have to unless want to. Me safe here.
Well, I know, but he just kind of shot off real quick on all, so I don't know why.
We go check.
Yeah, it's just I have a doctor. If someone does need help, then I can help them out. That's what I'm thinking.
You always try help people.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good man.
I do what I can.
I'm loving this RP. This Dr. Jack is so freaking awesome, and he escorted her all the way home. Han, hello, Han. Hello. No see anyone home.
That's all right then. Well, I'll leave you be now.
Thank you for helping me get home.
You're very welcome.
If ever you need berries or ginseng, let know. Me have some.
Well, as a doctor, I always need ginseng and oleander sage because we make tonics with it.
Ginseng, oleander, sage. Me will find some and bring.
Yeah, well, Oleander, you get that in Lemoyne.
Lemoyne.
Yeah,
It's close to Two Roads or St. D.
that's right. Yeah, Saint Denis. Yeah, it's around that area.
Me have been to Two Roads in St. D. Me remember how get back.
Yeah, okay, no problem. I mean, you don't have to do it. It's all right if you're busy. I mean, I know where the spots are myself, but it's just about finding the time of getting out there and spending hours picking and all.
This
But I've met quite a few herbalists that help me out and sell me stuff. So
is gift is repay for follow or help get home. Is gift. Me believe always trade. You give gift of friendship. Me give gift to you.
that's if you can do it if you want to. I don't want to force you to do nothing.
Check pocket. Me give gift. Is not much, but me try. Someone come.
Well, that's all right. Well, thank you very much. I hope I'll see you again out there if you ever need assistance. And
Me always around Jewelland. No, not Jewelland. Emerald Ranch.
Emerald? Yeah. I know the place.
Me hunt and herb around Emerald.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, I know the area. I've done some hunting around there as well.
You have good day.
You too now.
Taksaki, sorry, farewell.
You too.
Hey, Bo Pew. Glad you can make it. Okay, that was Dr. Jack, and that was quite possibly the sweetest thing Shifting has ever experienced. Just met him on the road, said hello. He remembered talking to her before, and escorted her all the way to her home on the Tribelands. So, that was really sweet, aw. And she made a friend, so she gave him 15 ginseng, because he gave the gift of friendship, so he said that he needed ginseng for his medicine, so she gave him ginseng. But that was really sweet. So after a day of hunting and herbing her way around Emerald and back, and checking to see if anybody else was home, met a doctor, which just happened to be she's a herbalist, going to become a medicine woman maybe. So she met the settler's version of a medicine man, and he escorted her home. Greatest, that just made her whole day. So I hope everybody had fun today. I know Shifting had fun. She made a new friend, a doctor. Stayed out of trouble. No wolves or grizzlies today, even though they were talking about them. And she got to get back home because she woke up in Blackwater because of the whole no clothing system debacle. So I hope everyone had fun today. I know she did. I know I did. I had a blast. Thanks everybody for joining the stream and just, relaxing, chilling. Because, Shifting doesn't really get into that much trouble. The worst she's ever been, she's been robbed once. And attacked by wolves and a grizzly. That's about the extent of how exciting her life gets right now. But that's because she's keeping herself in that area because of, she's starting to talk to people, getting to know people, but she's still a little wary. Of course, she did go from riding a brown horse that blended in with the woods and everything to stand strong with Moonlight. Again, thanks to the community for naming Stand Strong in the Moonlight, or Stand Strong in Moonlight. So that is who she's riding now. So Runs with Wind is out running wild, playing with other horses, which I've got to make sure and flee. That way we don't get that one injured. That was a horse she tamed with no other horse, no lasso. She literally eased up on it, jumped on it, and tamed it. Which to me is a lot more fun doing it that way than running 90 miles an hour on another horse and lassoing it and dragging it down. Because that's, for shifting, that would be a cruel way to do it. You don't give the animal a chance to defend itself or run away. So we are going to call the stream right there for the night, or evening actually. Creeper has to wake up here in a little bit and take care of some stuff in county. And Creeper's going to be doing her reading tonight. That's going to be on Twitch, by the way. But she's going to be reading The Fall of the House of Usher. It's going to start at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, an hour before Storm, because it takes about 45 minutes to read that story. So I want to make sure I get it all done and don't have to come back after Storm. That way people don't get tied up. But everybody have a great day. And from Shifting... Hi, yep, they're shifting, see? And of course, we can always go. Have a good one, yeah, she's more of the wave kind of stupidly. But everybody have a great evening. Don't forget, if you like Red Dead Mystery videos, I have those on my channel here on White Hair Investigations. Those are the mysteries around the world of Red Dead Redemption 2 in story mode. Of course, we do use online to try to explain some of them because we can get to places and do things we can't in story mode. So don't forget to check those out. Do have some more of those coming out. I've kind of put them off because I've been working on the Dakota River Bend here, the DRB. It is a modded community for Red Dead Redemption on the Red M platform. So if you happen to be over there, check it out sometime. You never know, you might run into Ainurauco, Shifting Spirit, Creeper. If you run into my other character, you won't know it because nobody knows that that's my character. I keep that very secret because I like her life to be, she's a farmer, and I like for her to be casual. She also happens to be running a drug cartel, so I keep that one separate. But everybody have a great night. We'll see everyone later. Remember, when you're chasing rabbits, be careful. They have really small rabbit holes where you have really big heads. You'll get stuck. But as always, bye-bye.